Hey everyone, Sean here. Still in the fail bucket actually, so let's talk about domains. Alright, domains. A domain is basically a address you type here. YouTube.com is a domain. It forwards it to YouTube servers, and all servers are actually just an IP address masked by the domain. Domains are nice because they give you an easy to remember way to go on to your website. Two ways you can obtain a domain. First of all, if you want to go with the free way, sometimes registration hosts will let you register for free, and I'll post a link onto that later. Or you can get a subdomain from a free host such as 1010MB. And let's see, if you were to register, well, I'm not going to, when you sign up, your username becomes, whatever you want your domain to be, and then they add it .1010mb.com. Another free way to get domains is by getting the free co.nr domain, which is pretty much just a free domain. It's not a .com, .net, or anything like that. It's just .co.nr, and that's absolutely free. I used to have one of these, found it very easy to use. So let's see, if you were to check seaninthebucket.co.nr, see, congrats, it's available, yay! But I'm not going to register for that. If you want a commercial domain, like a .com or a .net, you're going to have to register that, and there's probably going to be a fee. So, if we were to go to GoDaddy.com or another domain registrant, something like that, you will be able to register your domain at a cost, and these are yearly or monthly or whatever registrations. So, if I were to get seaninthebucket.com, let's see, it should be $10 a year for the registration. However, sometimes these registrants have sales, and whenever they do, be sure to seize them up on that and register. After your 1 year is over, though, you'll have to register again, or you could buy a longer time registering, and sometimes that'll save you some money. See, for example, I could have if I were to save, if it lets me save, see, to check out. No thanks. Well, I don't have to go through that right now. But yeah, you usually save money if you register for a longer period of time. But the thing with that is, are you going to use the same domain after that period of time? Sometimes people fail and they kind of just leave their domain be and never use it again, so that's kind of a waste of money. But it's completely up to you. An example of a good subdomain is one of my websites I own is thefailbucket.com, which is www.failbucket.com, and that is it's kind of like a blog about fail, and got lots of stuff on here. Still working on it. Check it out if you want. But my personal blog is sean.in.the.failbucket, and that would be an example of a subdomain. This part would be a subdomain to the failbucket. Just like I know YouTube, when you go into their groups, I'm pretty sure it's like groups.youtube or something like that. I'm not completely sure, but I know YouTube has a few subdomains themselves. So anyways, if you're planning on starting a website, good starting step would be to get a domain. But just getting the domain doesn't mean you have the website. You're still going to need a server and hosting, and we're going to talk about that next. I'm Sean, and I'm still in the fail bucket.